COVID-19 has taken a toll in many, even on those on the front lines. Fox Illinois' Taylor Deckert spoke with heroes in our hospital systems and what they see on a daily basis during this pandemic.
COVID-19 cases are more than a number. They represent people. These hallways are full of doctors and nurses taking care of the most vulnerable.
It just feels like there's a gloom about, and I hope it goes away soon.
Jean Ingram has been a nurse at OSF for almost 42 years, and the pandemic has been a different world on the ICU floors.
In the intensive care unit, your patients are kind of minute to minute, and when you have to put a gown on and put goggles on and change your mask out, that's time wasted.
The nurses have two worries.
Am I going to have to rush in there unprotected because this person is doing poorly, or am I going to be able to get garbed up to get in there?
They've lost patients, taking care of some on a ventilator for up to 37 days, and mentally, it takes a toll.
Emotionally, it's hard. It's hard when you talk to families because they can't see their loved ones.
They have devices so they can schedule FaceTimes with their loved ones.
Just a couple weeks ago, we had a patient that had been there a long time, and I had just talked to her husband, and we had set up a plan to FaceTime at 2:30. And I called him and I said, well, we're not going to be able to FaceTime today. And he said, why not? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I started giggling and I said, you get to come in and see your wife in person. And you know what? Just the joy in his voice, it was wonderful.
Once patients have been in isolation for 10 days without symptoms, the isolation can be lifted.
I finally came in to see her, and when I went to check her vitals, he was sitting beside her holding her hand, and they were both sound asleep.
No matter how exhausted she gets, Jean doesn't give up, and she won't let her patients give up either.
We had a patient a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why, but he stole all of our hearts. He's just a really great person. And he was ready to give it up. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to stop. And we all talked to him and said, no, you're getting better. You're getting better. I got him up on the side of the bed with his ventilator still on, and it shocked him. The next week he got better, and he got better. He finally got the tube out. I don't think I will ever forget him reaching up and giving me a hug and saying, thank you for believing in me.
Jean says if everyone could see what she's seen, they would take COVID-19 seriously.
There are times I would like to bring people that think this is fake and say, come with me. Let me show you what these people are dealing with.
The pandemic not only taking a toll on nurses at work, but at home as well. Jean still hasn't held her 6-month-old grandchild.
I see her from, 10 feet away, but someday I'll get to hold her, and that'll be great.
But voice texting with her 3-year-old granddaughter helps lighten the load.
That just takes the weight of the world away. Good night, Audie. I hope you have sweet dreams. Grandma loves you. And she texts me back, I'm going to bed, Grandma. I love you too. You have sweet dreams.
These conversations and stories represent events that are happening in real time. This is a reminder to wash your hands, social distance, and wear a mask. Reporting in Urbana, Taylor Deckert, back to you.
Tomorrow night on Fox Illinois, hear from a local emergency room nurse and what other factors bring people to the ER other than COVID-19 symptoms.